All right, man, check it out. Know what it is, man. You know what it is, man. Oh, man. All right, man. So look. So today's episode, we're gonna be talking about a Toronto radio station basically saying that they can't or they won't or will not give away free tickets because they feel like it's gonna betray Drake during the halftime, not halftime, I'm bugging, I forgot. During the tour of SZA and Kendrick. Before I get into that, you know I gotta get my spiel. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work on your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. Went from 1,300 subscribers to over 13,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. Let's get it. So we're going to get right to it, man. Let's do it. All right, so let's get it, man. You already know what it is. This comes from Marcus at Work Media. Marcus at Work Media. Make sure y'all go follow him. His channel is pretty good. Love his channel. So let's go.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So, in preparation of Kendrick's 2 tour dates in Toronto, the Toronto radio station CHUM 104.5 have kind of a dilemma dealing with Kendrick's show.
So we got tickets to the Grand National Tour starring Kendrick Lamar, featuring SZA. 2 dates in Toronto. But what kind of statement are we making as Toronto broadcasters if we give away these tickets?
They are trying to debate, should they do a giveaway for...
I want to say one thing that I want y'all to understand. You got a job to do. I think a lot of y'all take these things personal as if y'all are a part of the beef. You're not a part of the beef. But let's see what they got to say.
Kendrick's concert tickets in Toronto and then appear to be siding with the enemy? Or should they not give away the tickets and stay loyal to BBL Drizzy himself for putting on Toronto in a real way? Let's hear what they got to say about the situation.
We can't do this. As Toronto broadcasters, we cannot give away Kendrick Lamar tickets.
It's wild. Because it's the end of the tour. It's also on Father's Day. You know all those things Kendrick was saying about Drake not being a good father? Mm-hmm. It's a statement. It's a victory lap.
I want to say Drake has put Toronto on the map.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about you. You would never be here.
All right, Drake has not put Toronto on the map. Toronto's a big city. To Drake, there are a couple of artists that come from Toronto. Drake is one of them, but you have to ask, well, if Drake is the biggest artist in Toronto, then why hasn't he done the stadium in Toronto? I don't understand that. The Weeknd has done it. The Weeknd is big as Drake, or even bigger than Drake in some aspects. So what are we talking about? And again, y'all take things too personal. Y'all got a job to do. You're not Team Drake because you are from the city of Toronto. It's like, okay, so is it going to change anything if you give the tickets away to Kendrick? He's still going to perform there. And on top of that, it's not going to take nothing away from Drake because Drake is still going to be in Toronto. I don't understand it.
I probably wouldn't have considered living in this city had it not been for the influence of Drake. Like, at the time where I moved here, Toronto was the utmost of relevant cities worldwide. I was like, oh, Toronto? Absolutely.
Drake donates so much to this city that we don't even know about. Helping communities, helping the rafters. How about the...
I absolutely hate when people say stuff like this. I hate it. Because you're insinuating that this person is giving away stuff and no one knows about it, but you know that they're doing it. How can you say that it's just your hunch, or you just assuming that he does this, but you have no definitive proof, or according to your statement, you just literally said he does a lot of things for the state that I don't even know about. Then why even bring it up if you don't even know about it? It just doesn't make sense. I hate when people make statements like that. They did the same thing with Jay-Z. Oh, I know he's guilty. I don't have no proof, but I know he is. It's like, really? Listen to this goofball.
Most of relevant cities worldwide. I was like, oh, Toronto? Absolutely.
Drake donates so much to this city that we don't even know about. Helping communities, helping the Raptors. How about the All-Star game here to Toronto? He's done so much for Torontonians, and we are laughing in his face when we're giving away.
Bring it. Okay. Did Drake really do that? Did he really bring the Toronto Raptors All-Star game to Toronto? Did he really do that? Or was it the politicians or the execs when it comes to the NBA? Did he do that? I know one time somebody said that Drake let them use his plane or something like that. Not Toronto, but it was a sports team that needed to fly to Europe or something, and Drake let them use his plane. Okay. As if they couldn't use another plane. I guess Drake had to use his plane. I guess. I don't know. Air Drizzy or something. I don't know the name of the plane, but that's what they say. But the way she's going about it, she's making it seem like Drake done everything. Even the stuff you don't know about, he has done. Because you don't know about it. He done it. Trust and believe it happened. It's like, come on, man.
Kendrick Lamar tickets.
What we gonna do?
We're done.
We're not giving them out.
I'm not giving them out.
So it didn't stop there. They went
When we're giving away Kendrick Lamar tickets.
What we gonna do?
We're done.
We're not giving them out.
I'm not giving them out.
So it didn't stop there.
I'm not even gonna say what I really feel about that. I'm really not gonna say, because I don't want it to. I'm not trying to turn this into something else. I'm just gonna let that go, because if I say how I really feel about it, it's gonna go a whole nother way, and I'm not trying to do that right now. Let's just say, you know what? Let's keep it going.
Went one step further by accepting calls from Toronto natives to get their thoughts on what they should do. Let's hear what the Toronto people got to say.
We need to take all the tickets that you guys have, place them nicely in a big pile of
What to do with these Kendrick Lamar tickets that we have? We're getting all types of suggestions from you. What do you think we should do?
So my thoughts are, we got to do one of two things. We need to take all the tickets that you guys have, place them nicely in a big pile of dog feces, and we need to light those things on fire, get a nice video, post that bad boy to Kendrick Lamar's Instagram and all the social media. Tag.
That sounds like top 5. That sounds like top 5. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That sounds like top 5. And my thing is, like, why are y'all mad at Kendrick because he beat Drake? I don't understand. And that does sound like top 5. And it sounds like y'all asked him to call in. Like, this is something I believe that I don't have nothing against people in Toronto, but this is something I believe that this is why Drake is so cheesy, because they do cheesy things like him. This is cheesy. That's cheesy.
Toronto thinks to Kendrick Lamar. Either that, or we got to give Drizzy himself the tickets and let him use them however he sees fit in his next music video.
Oh my God.
In his music video.
His music video.
Well, some of the Toronto people seem to take it very offensively that they're deciding to give away these tickets and feel like they should throw them in the trash, give them away, let Drake figure out what to do with them. They really seem to hold on to the concept of staying loyal to their favorite lyrical thief, BBL Drizzy. I get it. He's from the town. He's the biggest thing that was moving in the town in music. They put him on, so on and so on. I get it. It's like LA, Compton, and Kendrick. I mean, what would the radio stations there do? Now, on the other side, Drake ain't gonna come to Compton to do no show. I doubt it if he even come to LA. And if he do, that ought to be interesting.
Drake is gonna have people in there to try to disrupt, boo, throw stuff. I'm sure he's gonna get, but when it's 50,000 people, and you gotta also realize this, Not Like Us is the #1 song in Canada also. It doesn't get #1 by nobody listening to it. A Drake song is not the #1 song in Canada. Not like us is. So clearly, more Canadians want to see him than not see him. Well over 50,000, right? So it is what it is. I think obviously it's not going to be a thing where Kendrick is going out and being out and about. Because like I said, anything can happen anywhere. You understand me? And the parasocial stan weirdo niggas will try to do whatever. Now, it's a stadium tour, it's Kendrick, and I don't think anybody's gonna get the opportunity to. I literally have seen tweets of people where are saying crazy things. I'm like, yo, was not like that this potent that you literally are wishing these things on Kendrick? Wow. I don't never want to hear the argument Drake won or it wasn't effective or he not bothered. I don't never want to hear that ever again. And it also makes Drake's Australian tour kind of look like, well, yeah, nigga, I'm popping out in Toronto too. Drake is doing a year. When is he popping out in LA again? It's not going to be on some like, street. It's going to be weirdos. It's just going to be weirdos. And they're going to try underhanded ways to try to have this not happen. And I'm telling you, they're going to do it.
Kendrick Lamar scheduling a tour date in Toronto on Father's Day. This is Drake's home city. On Father's Day, after accusing Drake of having kids he hasn't claimed. The level, the three-dimensional shade chess this man is playing. I'm obsessed with it, and I will be there. I will win the Ticketmaster war to be there.
But what do you guys make of this?
Shout out to what's his name? Sean, what's his name? Gene. He's actually a pretty good rapper. I actually reacted to one of his songs before, and he actually commented on it. Screwface Gene, that's his name. He had a battle with Knox Hill, and I gave it to Knox Hill, but Screwface was going in. Knox Hill is different, man. They both nice. I ain't gonna lie. Screwface and Knox Hill, they both nice. That was actually a pretty good battle. It was a pretty good battle. But yeah, so let's end it there. Yeah, man. I just think that was just for clout. And you know the crazy thing is, I don't think people in LA really care if Drake was to do a show there. They just won't go. The more and more I learn about California, the more and more I learn about the West Coast, the more I realize that the West Coast is much more mature when it comes to a lot of things. They're much more mature. And I think they kind of know the power they have, and they don't exploit it as much as all these other coasts, these other states. You know what I'm saying? And you know the crazy thing is, I heard that your boy Trump is trying to make Canada a state. The 51st state, he's saying on his Truth Social. Said, yeah, Trudeau, we're gonna make this the 51st state. You imagine that? Canada being the 51st state. That means that everybody from Canada can just come right over here. They don't need no passport. We can just go there. But it is what it is. But there's a reason why he was saying that. He just wasn't saying that. So just to let y'all know. Anyway, yeah, that's some clowns. It's clout chasing radio stations saying they ain't giving the free tickets away. And it's Joe's gonna sell out regardless. So how did you get the tickets? And if you got the tickets, why you ain't just gonna give them away? I don't understand that. What we look like? Oh, we're not giving them away. You'd have never had them then. You don't have no tickets. But either way, I'm out of here. Deuces. You know what it is. See y'all. Peace. Bye.